Hi, Dean. Hi, Joe. Dean, could you just give us your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, I was kind of leading into the game. There was concern about it was hard to prepare. Didn't know who was playing for him. Didn't even know how many players. People telling me they're only going to have 8 players and different things. And so it's like a team that's just coming in swinging with the guys that they got. But there's enough talent there to be really good with Franks and Drimmick and Kadee and Patterson and those guys were good. They come out shooting the basketball really well. Some contested ones with a hand in your face, but they made tough shots. I think they made 5 threes in that first quarter to get them going and get some life. We thought they might play some zone tonight, and it's probably the first game that all year that we've seen certainly that much zone. So we navigated our way through it a little bit, and certainly didn't shoot the basketball as well as we needed to against the zone. But it was good to experience that, go through it. We'll make some improvements in that area, and next time we see it again, I think we'll do a better job. But really the fourth quarter when the game was tight and we turned up our pressure a little bit more, and Shea Ili does what Shea Ili does, and just come up with extra possessions. Jack White offensive rebounding. We finally got CG some decent looks, and Joe was active all night around the rim. So ends up being a kind of to still score 90 points and not play at the pace that we normally play at, or create early advantages. Come away with a pleasing win, really.
You talked during the week a little bit about the mental side of it against, playing against sides that, like you said, are going to come in swinging. Was it a bit of that creep in, or was it more about what Brisbane was doing?
Yeah, I think it was more about the structure, and even I thought early on in the first half, even after made baskets, they got out and ran, on made baskets and scored, 3 or 4, quick baskets after we'd scored as well. And so that, I wasn't quite prepared for them to kind of play at that pace as well. But, they junked it up. They did everything they could to, make that a really good contest, and credit to them.
It felt a little bit like through the first 3 at least it was kind of Joe or bust offensively, and he was up to the task. Can you just talk a little bit about the impact that he's had this year, and especially tonight? He was fantastic.
Yeah, he's been continuing to be a high-level scorer, for us, in every game. And, we've encouraged him to continue to shoot the 3. We've encouraged him to take people off the bounce. His post-game, when people aren't doubling him, he gets a pretty good look, probably out of the probably 21 shots is the most shots he's probably had all year, and that's kind of where it ended up a little bit in the zone, to him in some of the dunker spots and picking up his own offensive rebounds around the rim and being a good receiver. There's probably 4 shots that we'll say, hey, we could probably get better ones, and that's the improvement that we'll keep talking to him about, to say, every shot that you take, we want to be a great one, but we got to live with some of those ones as well, because we were lacking a scoring punch tonight. CG in foul trouble, Delhi sick. We had some things that we had to deal with.
You talk about Delhi being sick. It's a real luxury to have a guy like Shuey that you can call on and say start, and he produces an effort like that. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but News Corp had a players poll, and he was actually voted the most underrated player in the league by his peers, and also as the league's best man. Can you talk a little bit about what he brings to your team?
Yeah, we have an award that's voted on by the players after every game, after every season. He won that award last year, and in a championship year, the year before, and Bubba won that award last year. But Shea just does so many little things that uneducated basketball fans may see or they may not see, but his impact on winning for us is huge. And you saw it tonight. Just the 5 steals that he has, the passes that he made, the defence that he continues to play, taking charges, diving on the floor, whatever it is. Shea Ili just comes up with great plays.
Jo, I know you're a big fan of Shea. Can you talk a little bit about how he changed the game, especially in that last quarter defensively?
Yeah, I think that's something he's been doing pretty much for most of the season. Just his energy is very infectious, and he obviously he doesn't shoot the ball well, but still, like I told him in the fourth quarter there when the game was won, I told him, you led us to that victory, bro. You did a great job. So his ability to just impact the game when the scoreboard is not ticking over is just it's amazing. And his defense, I think we all know how great of a defender that he is, and he's a great teammate.
Has he raised his game this season, do you think?
No, you guys are just noticing more.
I thought you might say that. Can you talk a little bit about the goals for the season? I guess now having that win puts you in the box seat to finish on top and get that home court advantage that you've been striving for.
Yeah, we got a quick turnaround. The Cairns coming in Monday night. I thought our crowd was outstanding tonight, and when we needed them, I thought they were fantastic. We make a big shot, and that was really fun tonight, listening to our crowd. And so one of the things we spoke about before the game was just playing with enough passion that we get everybody back here on Monday night to help us with that one, to really make sure that finals time comes around, that we're just going to have a packed venue, and our fans have been starved of finals basketball. So we're really looking forward to trying to secure a home court advantage if we can, and that's 2 tough games. Cairns played us tough up there the other day, and we know the Jack Jumpers in Tassie is going to be a really tough game. So, looking forward to both those ones to help us get better towards the finals.
Chris, go ahead.
Jo, can I, just looking ahead to Monday night's game, we're not sure about Nate's future just yet, so it might be your last chance to battle against the big fella. We're just not sure. Can you talk about what it's like to play against someone like Nate, and how different it is than some of the other bigs that you might come up against?
Yeah, Big Nate's a unit, man. He's probably the strongest big we have in this league, and when he ducks you in, there's really not much you can do. So, yeah, props to him. He's a super strong dude, but I mean, more than anything, it's just I admire him because of his impact off the court, and the impact that he's made on the Indigenous community, and it's always great to see him being Cairns and being that ambassador for them. And yeah, I think his impact is way more than basketball. He's a great role model for his people, and even somebody like me who wants to be kind of in the same light. So yeah, I mean, he's a great advocate for the game, and I'm happy to be playing against him.
No, very well said. On another front, how are things at home with the new little one?
Yeah, he's good.
No, excellent. Dean, can I just get your thoughts on preparing for Cairns on Monday now, similar to preparing for Brisbane in a lot of ways now, given they'll be a little bit short-handed, they'll be coming straight back from Perth, and they're in a similar position season-wise than the Bullets. Does tonight work as a good preparation for you in that sense?
Yeah, I think so. And we obviously just played them last week as well, and we'll look at the things that we did well. And I thought, in the second half, our pressure, really wore them down. It was a tight game at half-time, and Nate certainly had an impact in the post, and our doubling and how we dealt with him was a good development for us about guarding an elite post guy. So yeah, we get a chance to see him play Perth today, and just see if they change any structures. And I think mentality-wise, we'll learn some things about the freedom that teams are playing with in this situation when they're not playing for a final spot. They're playing for contracts, and they're playing for their future, and sometimes that can be a pretty motivating factor.